Hey West Coast, welcome to 2012. Welcome to Media Coast to Coast. Whew. So Media Coast to Coast is a 365-day project that we're putting on for 2012 between myself, Paul, and my friend Brandon. We used to live together back in Olympia, Washington, and then we both parted ways. I ended up out here on the East Coast in New York City, and he moved further up the West Coast to Seattle, Washington. It's been a little bit over a year since either of us were really in contact with each other, so we figured this was the way to... Well, thank you. Male. And about a year since either of us felt very creative, so here we are. So for this project to work, we each can be posting something every day. A video, an essay, a blog, poetry, photography, hopefully not that last one. I don't know what that last one is, but I don't think we need to see that 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Correction! Interesting fact, 2012 is a leap year. We have a bonus day to contend with. Or a day off. I don't know. I don't know what that's gonna mean yet. I am really out of practice at this. Let's start simple. I'm just gonna tell you a little bit about my neighborhood. I live in the East Village, which is in Manhattan, in New York City. East Village, although it's becoming a little bit gentrified, is historically known as the home of counterculture. It housed beatniks before they were cool. It housed hippies before they were cool. Have hippies ever been cool? Pretty much the birthplace of punk rock, and still home to that entire mix. On any given day, you can walk up and down St. Mark's Place and see all of it. We've got more tattoo parlors, piercing pagodas, vintage shops, and Asian food markets than you can shake a pair of East Village booty shorts at. I live my life in a 10-block radius. I'm pretty much never above 14th Street, unless of course I'm gonna go see a play. I work around the corner. My best friends, who are both from Olympia, happen to live 2 blocks away. And if I'm ever yearning for something from the outside world or something a little bit bigger, I end up here. Strand Books is pretty much my favorite bookstore. Not just because it's a magnificent bookstore, which it kind of is, but it's that spot that's been around since when that was an entire publisher's row on Broadway, and it is the sole survivor, which is why it is so large, which is why it's advertised as 18 miles of books. But more than all of that combined, it's because it reminds me of Powell's from back home on the West Coast. So every once in a while, if I'm just not quite feeling like the East Coast is what I need at that moment, I can always walk into that store, and it feels like home. I just read too much. I mean, come on, look at this awesome tote bag they gave me just because I was buying stuff. I don't even use tote bags. I guess that's some of what this project's about. And not tote bags. A little bit about living vicariously through each other, seeing each other's art back and forth, forcing each other to be more creative, and getting to see something outside of our home cities. I get reminded of home, and I get to make you jealous. Either way, it should be fantastic. Again, welcome to Media Coast to Coast.